Da, 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 da.
I really got to change the D&D thing that says it's Fridays at 7 p.m. and we haven't played on a Friday in shit almost a year, I think.
It might help your viewership if you have the correct calendar dates.
Yeah, well, it's hard to have the correct dates because we change it up all the time.
That's true.
So
That is true.
I was trying to get that day set so we could have a
Yeah,
set one, but
I just don't think
it'd be a
it'll
pain.
work. I just everybody with my
Yeah,
schedule changing every week, you know. I mean, once you're DMing, we can kind of probably do that a little bit better, so that because you can kind of decide, hey, we'll do it on this day, show up if you can, and we'll just have like, 5 of us that kind of rotate around. We could probably do it that way if you want, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If
we might
uh,
want a couple more people though. Like, see if Savage is down to play every once in a while, and maybe Alma will come back. That way, you have like at least 3 people every night, every
yeah, I
time.
think Alma said she might start up again. Um,
Hmm.
and then hopefully Savage will start playing back with us if it's on the weekdays, because his issue right now is weekends. So hopefully, with it being on the weekdays, he'll be able to play. I'm not sure why he wouldn't be able to play tonight. May have just been busy.
Yeah, he may have just been busy. I don't know. I thought he said for most of the summer, which I mean, I know it's about to be fall, but for most of the summer, he said he was going to take a break because he was trying to do something. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's trying to spend more time with his wife, but I think during the weekdays he's separated from, like, he's in another city, so that's why he
Oh,
wasn't able to play on the weekends. But he may still be spending time with her. I'm not sure.
mm-hmm.
We don't got the old schlong turtle out there.
Wait, the what?
What?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I was really confused for a second there.
I'll be right back. I'll grab a
Okay.
drink.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Daniel just got up for a second. As soon as he gets back, we'll probably start.
Okay.
All right, you're back. Cool. All right. Have you already started streaming or no?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. So, last time y'all killed the big old fairy. Oh shit! Hold on. The big old fairy who had a name, but I don't think y'all got the name. You just killed her. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you did.
We just killed her. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't
I'll be honest, I do not remember. It's been like
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been
or a week and a half, I don't know.
But anyway, so you found on the fairy's body the relic for the church, the rosary, and you succeeded your saving throw, so you're not, cursed. So that's good. You got the ring from the with the amber glow from the magic sword you got from the goblins, so you got that. So you have both of your MacGuffins. You found the whole crew. Um, and you are in the boss room. There is a mountain of treasure, more than you could ever carry. Um, and the room is flooded up to halfway up your thighs, maybe. So we'll call it like what would that be, like 2 feet deep, 3 feet?
Okay. Yeah. About two
Somewhere,
and a half.
yeah, somewhere in there. Depending on how tall your character is, it might go up to your waist. It might go up to your knee. I don't really know off the top of my head how tall your characters are. Um, so you've accomplished all your tasks pretty much. The only things you don't know are you haven't found out much about the past crew, and um, but yeah, I think everything else you've done. So you just need to escape the island. So what do you want to do?
All right. I'm gonna grab as much treasure as I can put in my on myself.
Okay. Uh, I don't. How much does gold weigh in D&D? I forget.
Um.
It depends if we're doing encumbrance, which I guess you're saying we are.
Well, there's a literal mountain of treasure, so
Yeah.
you
I mean, it's.
can't. Yeah, I'm not saying
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna.
carry this mountain. Like, all right, we're playing a cartoon now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I'm not gonna say, hey, put on the encumbrance. I'm just saying this is how much gold I'm telling you to add, kind of thing.
I
Oh,
am
gotcha.
not sure about coin weight, but I can carry another 160 pounds.
All right, we're just gonna say you each can add like 500 gold, which is an absolute metric shit ton. But
500.
yeah, it's
Okay.
so you can each add 500 gold if you would like. We'll tell Thundercat when she gets in that she can also add 500.
Apparently, they
Yeah.
roughly weigh 0.02 pounds.
Okay, well, we're just gonna call it 500 gold because I don't feel like
50 coins weigh a pound, roughly.
Yeah, we don't have to do the math, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 500 gold. That's enough for me to buy an orphanage on the ocean, and
We have to do the math. What are you talking about?
absolutely.
That's the
Yeah,
fun part.
I will.
Being
no,
crucial.
Um, I'll take the orphan dolphins in, and
yeah,
pray to my God,
yeah.
never wanting for anything.
Probably yeah. I mean that's pretty. Yeah, you'd probably be pretty good for quite a while, if not your whole life. 500 gold in D&D universe. So
First, we got to steal that fucking boat.
yeah. So you can try to find a way off the island. There is a boat at the Goblin camp that you know of. If you'd like to try to think of another way, I'm not trying to lead you any other in another direction, but if you guys become creative enough, maybe you can escape the island.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck
although-
up some goblins before.
I mean, I can breathe air and water. I got swimming speed of 30 feet.
Yeah,
I could probably swim somewhere else, but
yeah,
I'm not
but
gonna leave my friends behind.
yeah, Thundercat probably can't, and honestly, everyone else probably could. I think everyone else picked an aquatic type.
Yeah, we're like pirates. All right, water
Yeah,
genasi.
yeah. But the other crew members, only one of them is a water genasi. The other ones are one's a hippo guy. I don't know if that really matters, but anyway, semantics. So yeah. So how would do you guys want to like? What do you want to do? I mean, y'all know where you're at. I wouldn't say you've mapped the whole island, but you kind of know where most everything is. So
Um, I'm gonna get up and go grab my food out of the oven, but my vote is to try and sneak back closer to that goblin village
Okay.
to scout it out to see what they're doing.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good. All right. Is that
I
what
second.
everybody else wants to do?
Yeah. I believe I suggested we take the boat even earlier, but we failed at that, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, you did. Or the party might have voted not to because it was there was a lot of goblins. I wrote down how many. Was it 57?
Something ridiculous, and I thought we
47.
got like kind of on the boat, but then we
You got
didn't
closer
get
to it,
done. We didn't get it started in time or whatever.
yeah, you were debating it on it, but as experienced sailors, you knew that you would not be able to get the boat away. Plus, there were some goblins on the boat still, so you would have had to fight those goblins while trying to prepare the boat, which would have made a lot of noise. Probably woke up more goblins. So
We couldn't just like soft start it, like put it in neutral and push it out the
no.
driveway.
I mean, you got to lift the anchor while getting probably attacked by 4 or 5 goblins, which is going to wake up the other 42 goblins.
Yeah, I'm just joking about like fucking people sneaking out of the house as kids and
yeah.
pushing the car out of the driveway so they don't
wake their parents up.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all want to go try to steal the goblin boat as well?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Taylor.
so you're gonna make your way. You make your way.
That's what you want, Taylor, right?
What?
You want to steal the boat?
Yeah.
Get off the island. All right. So y'all are gonna start making your way out. We'll just say you go the same way that you went. You don't want to explore any more of this cave, right? I don't want to railroad you too much.
Are we missing something in the cave?
There are pathways that you have not taken. You know that there are pathways you haven't taken. Because you chose a specific path.
Yeah, I'd say we just go and we already got what we came for.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
And you already filled your pockets with as much gold as you can carry, so what's more gold if you can't carry it? All right. So you start to make your way out. It takes you a little bit longer than it took you to get in there and whatnot, because you have to get out of this big flooded room. So we'll say it takes, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, and as you're starting to get, you go maybe halfway through the cavern on your way out the door, and you hear like a low rumble. And you kind of feel like everything, the ground itself is shaking a little bit.
Uh-oh.
It was stinky.
Tremors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I only have 21 pounds carried with all that gold. I think I can still carry another like 140 pounds apparently. That's crazy.
Well, do you really want to almost?
No. I'm just saying. I was curious on how much it actually was. So, I mean, you're the DM. You say our pockets are full. Our pockets are full.
I just was doing it out of ease because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There is.
I mean, what are we buying at the end of this, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could barter with the goblins, maybe. I don't know if you wanted to try, but
here's all this gold. Let's have the book.
But anywho, so yeah, you hear a low rumble as you're exiting the cavern.
Uh-oh.
Rumble.
Oh, stinky. All right. So we'll say you continue through the cavern for the next 15 minutes to get out or whatever. It doesn't take you too long. Y'all been through this, and as you exit the cavern, you look up and there's smoke billowing out of the top of this mountain, and you hear another rumble.
Ooh, shit.
Would you like to do? What would y'all like to do?
You said as we were leaving or about to leave, we hear
About
rumble.
yeah, about halfway through the cavern, you heard a rumble and you felt the ground shaking. The whole cavern was shaking. And then when she exited the cavern, you look up and there's smoke billowing out of the top of this mountain, black smoke.
My vote
And you
is
hear
to get the fuck out.
another loud.
Volcano.
All right. Yeah. I'm thinking volcano, just like she's thinking.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we really got to get the fuck out of here. I say we use this to our advantage and tell the goblins that they have angered us and that we are gods.
All right.
Ooh, yes, that's a good idea.
All right. So,
Do we need to?
I'm sorry.
Do we need to disguise ourselves?
Do you want to?
Yeah, Typhoon's gonna put on. He doesn't think he could trick him. He was mean the last.
Okay. Okay. So, how are you gonna try to disguise yourself?
I'm gonna put like mud on my face or
Okay.
along those. Use leaves and stuff to make a headdress.
Okay. Okay. Roll me. Let me go sign the thingy. Roll me a. I don't know what you'd roll for that.
Performance.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. You're making something, I guess. Could be a survival, I guess, since you're using naturey stuff. But whichever, you can roll either. Either one makes sense to me. Yeah, you make a pretty good disguise. You look over at your buddies. What's everybody's name again? Let's see here. We got. You look at your buddies, Surge and Saltwind, and they look back at you and they're stunned. They're like, "Wow, you look kind of like a tiki head. Like you're looking like a tropical deity of some kind." They're not even sure it's you.
All right. Well, that settles it. You got to make one of those for all of us.
You wanna try to roll it twice more for everybody else's disguise?
I'm gonna do it.
All right, do it.
All right. Not bad.
Okay.
Woo! Pretty good.
All right. We got some cool disguises, I think.
All right. Who's getting the 14 and who's getting the 19?
All right. So because Daniel's already a turtle, he's getting the 14.
All right. So Surge is looking pretty close. He's looking like a yeah. So Surge is looking pretty good. He's looking almost as good as you are. Not quite, but pretty close. He's looking like a tropical deity as well. But
You pimping?
Saltman's not looking quite as good. He still looks pretty good, but he looks more like a follower. He's probably just one of your scions or something.
All right, you guys stand in the back.
All right. So y'all are gonna go up to the goblin camp, and you're going to try to convince the goblins to give you the boat because you've angered they've angered you, and you're their gods, essentially, or gods of the island, or something like that. Am I right about that?
Yes. I want to walk in with like 2 sticks on fire.
Okay. So you can light a couple torches or something along where you can grab like a couple sticks and just light them on fire.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
Do I have anything for you that you might be able to? No, I don't have any spears or anything. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a block of incense. Can we put that in there to like help out with like smell or something?
Yeah, I've got like.
I'm sorry.
For ambiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I will say you would know that the incense won't last the 3 or so hour walk that you would takes you to get back to the goblin camp. But yeah, before you get there, you could definitely light some incense for some ambiance.
Okay, cool.
So y'all start making your way. You got your tiki, all your masks back, or not masks, but your Hawaiian deity outfits on, cause you're gonna try to deceive these goblins into giving you the ship. And you start walking back, and about an hour and a half passes, and you hear a huge boom from above.
Well, Tiki God,
You're-
you might want to chill out for a little bit. Let's get out of range.
hmm And y'all look up and you see like there like the smoke is like it was kind of billowing out before. It's like spewing out. Like it's a coming. It's a coming.
That's what she
All right.
said.
And
This is the perfect setting for us trying to trick these goblins.
all right. And all right. So you make the rest of your trip, and that panther ain't gonna fuck with y'all. So you feel pretty safe in these um this jungle. And as you get, we'll say maybe 5 minutes out, you light your incense. Um, and once you're maybe like 2 or 3 minutes out, you hear a lot of commotion in this goblin camp. Just a lot of commotion. And you get to the tree line, and you notice that these goblins are frantic. Half the tents are broken down, and these goblins are frantically running around. Looks like they're loading up the boat to just set sail as soon as possible.
Oh
Ah,
no, they're
all
gonna
right.
get on the boat we want to steal.
We got to go in
Yes.
quick, guys. We got to act fast.
Okay, go straight for the boat.
Did I get a? No, we didn't get a long rest since we left, have we?
No, you
Okay.
haven't had a long rest since the boss fight. No.
Okay. Like I've got one spell slot left. That's level 2 spell slot. I might be able to cast a shatter, or a fog cloud, thunder wave, something. But I'm limited, guys.
I have minor illusion for a
Okay.
minute. So
What?
How do you want to use it?
that's what I know I could use. um, make him think that there's a second boat as we get in their boat and drive away.
You meant something that big?
Oh, it's my.
You're cutting in and out, Taylor. Like, pretty badly.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So, what are you trying to do with minor illusion?
Well, the first thing I said isn't viable, so
Yeah.
I could like use like thaumaturgy to create some sort of like random magical effects around us as we walk in.
Yeah.
I could use like the booming voice, like your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute, and
Yeah.
start like claiming that I'm translating um the word of the island god,
Okay.
and try and intimidate them to bow down to Taylor.
Okay. Is
That's
that what
good.
y'all would like to do? Kind of announce yourselves and then try to intimidate them while Yale's character, sorry, Serge uses thaumaturgy to make a booming presence.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what's Saltwind doing while they do this? Are you helping them out? Are you walking out with them? What are you doing?
Yeah, I will help out.
Yep.
In any way I can. I guess I'll just give the help action.
Okay. You want to flavor that in any way, or you just want to be helping?
I'm gonna provide musical backup to
Okay.
give an eerie ambiance when
We
Taylor.
got sound and smell going on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're assaulting all their senses.
All right. So y'all are gonna walk out, use thaumaturgy to make your voices boom, so you can try to intimidate all the goblins into giving you the boat. That's the plan, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all walk out while these goblins are frantically running around, grabbing what they can, dropping stuff, and they're dropping small amounts of things. They don't even care. They're not looking back. They're trying to get on that boat with all their belongings. They don't notice you at first, but as you walk up and get a little bit closer, and you cast thaumaturgy and you start announcing whatever it is, go ahead. Say what you want to say. I believe
You have angered the god of the island. Filthy goblins. Yet but a pest on our lands. We have come to offer you one salvation.
When you
Bow down before the god of the island, or you shall be smoted.
When you announce what you're saying, like 5 or 6 goblins stop and look at you, and then in that moment that they stop to stare at y'all and your announcement, you hear a boom from above 3 times louder than the one you heard on your way here. And when you look up, the goblins look up too. You see fire starts pouring out of the top of this, and giant molten rock is flying through the air. And next to these 5 goblins, they start to drop their things and try to run away. But a giant, molten blob hits this group of goblins, crushing them. And out of this molten glob comes out a fire elemental.
Okay.
I keep my cool and say, bow down, goblins. Exit ye boat. Approach and bow.
Actually, roll me all 3 of you are there, so all 3 of you can roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Where am I?
You can re-roll that one due to my
Ooh.
bountiful luck
Ooh.
feat. Whenever an ally you can see within 30 feet of you rolls a D1, I assume we're within 30 feet of each other, on a D20 for an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. You can use your reaction to let that ally re-roll the die. The ally must use the new roll, and you can't use your lucky racial trait before the end of your next turn. So,
Okay, re-roll it.
Oh, all right. 11. That's much better.
All right. So
You
both
got 2
Surge-
ones.
Your second roll gets a second one.
Yeah.
Both Surge and Typhoon both realize that this is not a regular fire elemental. It is a minor fire elemental. He's a lot smaller. But still, the fact that you see fire flying out of the air, there's likely more than one of these. But yeah, so as you announce these things, you see those 5 goblins are all they all got crushed by the impact of this fire elemental hitting the ground. They're all dead, but you see a couple other ones that everything they're carrying, they drop. You see a little bit of something trickling down one of their legs, and they're running for this boat, screaming and gobbling. And you see the chaos just goes through the roof.
God damn it.
They all start dropping their shit, and you see smoke goes up on the not
did
bridge,
somebody shit themselves?
Yeah, probably. I feel like you just passive insight, you would know that he probably pooped his pants. You see Smoko and the big hobgoblin who is missing his sword, are up on the bow, the poop deck. I don't know nautical terminology very well. Directing the goblins, waving their hands and gesturing them to hurry up. And you guys can infer that they're about to just try to take off.
All right, guys, it didn't work. We're gonna have to book it, and I don't know. Do you think we're gonna have to fight the goblins, or what do you guys want to do, guys?
Oh.
Well, we need said boat to leave.
Yeah.
Getting real tired of pulling Thundercat. You know, we could use her as a flotation device.
True. You probably could. You could certainly try. You could certainly try.
I guess we just want to try to bail, or
There is no bailing. We got to commit to something here. Got to jump on the boat and fight some goblins, or so, I don't know.
As y'all look at each other and
yeah,
try to
that's the
decide,
only thing that makes sense to me.
you hear another boom, and this time this only took maybe a minute or two for the next boom, and there's more magma flying through the air, or what? I guess it'd be lava since it's out of the crust. But anyway, there's more lava flying through the air, and I'm sure your passive insights are enough to know that those are probably more fire elementals.
Okay, so let's board this boat.
Agreed.
All right, yeah. I start sprinting towards the boat.
Okay. All right.
As
So
I'm-
I'm sorry.
You go ahead first.
Okay. As y'all are sprinting towards the boat, and you start getting closer, unless you want to do something before this, just go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Do this.
Get out of there. There you go. 10. All right. 19. All right, and let me see here, setting it up.
Oh fuck. I'll be back. I gotta
Okay.
go use the bathroom.
Okay. Typhoon. All right. I'm gonna move the goblins as a unit because there's too many to have individually. All right. Typhoon, take us away. You're running towards the boat. I'd say you're probably about 55 feet out from the whatever you want to call it, the little walk, the little plank to get onto the boat that they have set up.
Okay.
But there are a lot of goblins clamoring towards it, so it's not like it's not a straight shot for you. You're gonna have to dash between goblins.
So I'm just going to continue to run, and as I'm running into this crowd of goblins, I'm just going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay, so you're running the goblins and then cast a maximum efficiency Thunderwave.
Yeah, as far into the group as I can get.
Okay.
And then
All right, do it. I need to
So
roll
it's-
a
Yeah, Constitution 13.
13. Okay. Okay. So they succeed. Do they take any damage or?
Half as much damage and isn't pushed. So let me.
Yeah.
And they'll take half of it.
So they'll take 3.
Yeah.
So they all take 3, and they think this is the wrath of the gods. They all start screaming and crying and clamoring and trying to get. And it looks like they're rushing trying to go even faster. After you do this, do you have anything else? Do you have a reaction or bonus or anything like that?
I don't.
Okay. If that's the end of your turn, it will be Smoko's turn, and when he sees you cast this thunder wave, he sees that there's opposition, and he looks to you and goes, "Some creature! Destroy that creature!" But you can see that not a lot of the goblins are paying attention, but the hobgoblin looks like he's readying to come at you, and then he is going to shoot you with a short bow.
Fuck.
Let's see. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it does.
You take 5 damage.
Okay.
All right. Now, Serge, you're right behind Typhoon. So, or you were before she moved up. So, what would you like to do? You saw that Smoko just shot an arrow at her, and all the other goblins seem like they're just in a craze.
Okay, am I within 60 feet of Smoko?
You are, yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. Can I cast Spiritual Weapon and have it attack him with my bonus action?
Yeah. So you cast a spiritual weapon to be up next to him. Roll for attack.
Hey! Critical hit.
Nice.
So it's 11, 19 total force.
Jesus Christ. All right.
And okay, yeah. What's that?
And you see despair in his eyes as the spiritual weapon conjured out of nowhere and cleaves him just a huge gash across his chest, and you think that he might think that this is the wrath of the gods too.
All right. I want to use my action to cast Thaumaturgy again to give myself a booming voice
Okay.
and say, Smoko, you have led your people to ruin.
Roll an intimidation.
All right. Hey, because I'm using booming voice, I have advantage on intimidation checks.
Yeah, do it.
16?
Gosh. So you got a 16. Okay. You see the fear in his eyes. His pupils are darting around in all directions, and you see him starting to back away, nodding his head back and forth. All right. Saltwind, are you back?
He is not.
He's not back. Okay. Well, we'll come back to him. The hobgoblin, he's gonna attempt to do something. Hold on one second. So yeah, you see, he quite eloquently jumps off of the side of the boat, touching down. Almost looks like he's as light as a feather on the board that they have, or the plank they have placed there that all the goblins are clambering on, and then falls to the ground. You walked up as far as you could, right? Typhoon.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he runs at you, and he's gonna try to attack you with a longsword. He does. Wait, so that's the wrong dice, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's the wrong dice. Is it? Where did it go? I just rolled it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, what's the wrong dice? He does a 7 does not hit, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So he slings it down and hits the ground next to you, making a huge splash in the moist sand that's all around you. But he's locked eyes with you, and he's glaring at you. right.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right, it is your turn.
Sweet. All right.
You're about 55 feet away from the edge of the boat. There's a lot of goblins in your way. Typhoon ran up and cast a thunder wave while you were gone on a bunch of goblins, did a little damage, and Surge cast a spiritual weapon, attacked Smoko, and also did intimidation on Smoko.
All right. So Smoko's close to us.
No, he was able to do this from very far away because of his booming voice from thaumaturgy.
All right. Well, I want to pretty much, push my way through. If the goblins are attacking me, attack them back.
They are very crazed. They don't think it looks like they're trying to get away from you.
All right. Then yeah, I'm just gonna keep pushing my way through the crowd to get to the boat.
Are you gonna I'll say this slow you down a little bit. You can probably move up about 25 feet if you want. If you want to just if you dash, well, it's 50, like a normal double.
Yeah, I'll just dash through. Dashing through the snow.
Sorry, and also the hobgoblin jumped down and attacked Typhoon.
Oh, is that near me?
It's like halfway, so like you could get to it without using your dash.
All right, yeah, I'll get to it and then attack it.
Okay.
And if those hit, I will burn one of my bardic inspirations to do.
They do not hit.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be it. That sucks that a 15 does not hit. Oof. Yep. Level 4.
Just making sure. All right. So that was skip that because we had to skip you. Okay. So now it's the goblins' turn. So almost all the goblins are just running around frantically in fear, but you see a couple of them. Their fight or flight response triggers, and a couple of them grab a dagger and dash at you. You both taking a dagger attack from a random goblin. Here. How do I get? Oh, there it is. Keep losing my dice. My desk is too cluttered right now. So 6 is not gonna hit either of y'all. So the next one's coming at Saltwind. An 8, I assume, does not hit you, right?
No.
Okay. So they just cling off your armor like as they try to stab you. Do y'all have leather armor or do you have like chainmail plate? What do you have equipped?
I don't have any armor equipped. I can't wear armor.
Oh yeah, but you're a turtle, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I don't have any armor.
Okay. Well, we'll say you nimbly dodge out of the way of the first goblin's dagger, and then the second one, when it tries to stab Saltwind, it just clinks off his shell, and he drops the dagger and dashes off. All right, it is now Typhoon's turn again.
How close am I to the ramp now?
You are 30 feet. Both of you are 30 feet. Sorry, I'm not sure. I don't remember. Surge, did you move up? I can't remember.
I did not.
Yeah, so Surge is 55 feet. Y'all are 30 feet away. And if you're moving through this big crowd, you're just -5 movement for your standard movement because it's not really difficult terrain. It's just a little bit encumbered.
Right. I'm going to cast Thunderwave again. I'm just going to do a second. So another Constitution.
Okay. Oh, they failed. Roll damage.
Hell yeah. Well, I rolled a 14, but it's not popping up. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah. No, I see it. Yeah. So this huge crowd of goblins just takes 14 damage, and some of them fly into the air like rag dolls, being thrown about completely powerless. And when several of them, 6 or 7. It's so chaotic, it's hard to tell. Just fall to the ground and they don't even move. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
I is my movement speed is still
Yeah,
in the
well,
negative?
it's minus like 5 feet. You're also engaged with the hobgoblin.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. It is now Smoko's turn, and the fear in his eyes, you see it surge as he's trying to shake it off, but see if he's able to. You see his eyes are twitching and darting around still. He doesn't really know what to do. He just turns around and tries to run to the inside of the ship. Can you do
Okay.
can you
Okay.
do a reaction with your spiritual weapon? I don't know how that works.
It's not a creature, so I don't think so.
I know you. I think you can in Baldur's Gate, but I just don't know. That might be too strong. Spiritual weapon's already a pretty strong spell.
Yeah, I didn't say so, and I wouldn't think so. I don't.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So he just runs off past the ship, and you're so far away that you're not quite sure if he's gone inside yet or if he's just on the deck somewhere.
Okay.
All right. Serge, it is your turn.
All right. I want to try and run towards the direction of my friends while also willing my um, spiritual weapon to move as far as it can in that direction as well.
Okay.
Attacking any goblin that might be in his path.
Okay.
And if there is a goblin in my path, I want to swing my warhammer at it. But I want to get up
Roll.
there with my friends
Gotcha.
and
So
support them.
there's goblins everywhere. So just roll an attack with both.
Okay.
Just on a goblin.
Here's my warhammer. It's probably not a hit.
It is not.
And here is my spiritual weapon. Ooh,
No, that doesn't. No, neither of those are hits.
that is a crit failure.
Yeah, but you're able to you're not getting. There's no attack of opportunities. These goblins are way too freaked out right now for that. Would you like to try anything else?
That's my action, bonus action, and movement. So I think I'm exhausted.
Okay. Let's see. It is now Saltwind's turn. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm gonna, I guess, swing on this bugbear again.
Okay.
Ooh, hopefully I can roll high.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
All right.
They are both hits.
The first one I'm gonna burn a bardic inspiration and which gives me what, 1d6 I believe. Yep. Extra attack. 2.
Okay. So roll damage for the longsword and then damage for the rapier. Are you sure your rapier is only a +1 to hit? No, +5. Okay.
I was about to say it's +5.
So, and then you need to roll a second damage with the longsword because you critted, so it's double. Or do you want me to just double it? I don't really care.
That's up to you.
We'll just you already rolled it. We'll just do it that way. So you do what, 7, 15. That's 24 damage plus the 2, so 26 damage.
And I doubt he's going down, but if he does, I'm going to move as far as I can.
He does not go down.
All right, that's disappointing.
But we're gonna make it a little bit fun. So we're gonna say since you rolled a critical hit, you cut his off arm just clean off. So he's
Ooh.
now he's now bleeding profusely and has one arm just on the ground. And when you cut us off his one arm, it's now his turn. He screams out in agony, and then gives a command in Goblin to all the goblins around. Let's see here. And
Die
4
that
goblins.
disobey the gods must be punished.
4 goblins stop being crazed and pull out short swords and start running at y'all.
Cool.
Then he
God.
is gonna take a longsword attack against y'all. Are both next to him, so we're gonna say Salt Wind. Does a 9 hit? Probably not. I think don't you have an AC of 17?
Me?
No, Salt Wind.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So no, his sword dings off your hide and isn't able to cut anything. It's the goblins' turns, and these 4 goblins are all running at I would say two we'll say 2 at Saltwind, 1 at each of the rest of you, okay? Alright, so we're
Okay.
gonna do
Okay.
those 2 first. Ooh. Okay. Alright. So there's 1 hit against Saltwind. Take oh god. Oh no. Take 13 damage.
It's half my health, pretty much.
All right, and then the other one. This one's going against Typhoon. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Okay. And this one's going against Surge. It's not a hit. All right. Then it is now Typhoon's turn again. You are engaged with one-armed hobgoblin, and then 4 goblins who are all attacking you. Oh wait. Something's supposed to happen sorry. At the end of the goblin's turn, another boom happens. It's only been 12 seconds. It's increasing exponentially, and another fire elemental hits in the huge crowd of goblins, sending a bunch of them flying. And now there's a fire elemental about 20 feet from you.
Awesome.
Let's see.
I want to Misty Step as much onto the boat as I.
Okay. From where you're at, you should be able to Misty Step right onto the, I don't know, side of the boat, the railing, I guess, like right in that area. So that was your bonus action. What else would you like to do?
Is that just a bonus?
Yeah, Misty Step's a bonus.
Is there anybody up on the boat where I went?
Yes. So you see Smoko has his hand on the doorknob, the handle, I guess, to go inside down below deck because he's terrified, and there's like 10 goblins frantically running around trying to hoist sails and just do all the different things. One of them's trying to pull up the anchor so they can set sail.
As much as I can, I want to go to the guy who's going to go below, and I want to do shocking grab.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
you can run
grab
run
his
up all-
face. Or
I got you. You can run up all the way to him and grab his face. Cast.
The gods are angered.
Alright. Yeah, I'd say 20 hits. Too bad you can't crit with a spell. You take 7 damage. Damn, girl. Let's see, where's he at? Y'all fucking Smoko. So that's your bonus. Your movement. I'd say you probably have about 10 more movement, but now you're engaged with Smoko. Would you like to do anything else?
I guess just prepare. That's it.
Prepare for the wedding.
What?
You're engaged to Smoko now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, funny.
Okay, sorry, Daniel. Let's see. It is now. That was your turn, so it's now Smoko's turn. And as he's getting electrocuted, he's gonna try to stab you with his dagger to try to break free from your grasp. Does a 22 hit?
Unfortunately.
All right. There it is. You take 5 damage. He stabs you right in this in between the ribs, trying to twist the dagger to make you let go. So take you 5 damage. That'll be his turn. It is now Surge's turn.
All right. Can I see like what's going on the boat?
Not quite. No,
No.
no.
Okay.
You can tell there's a lot of movement. The ship is rocking, and then there's a so there's you can infer there's probably a lot of and there's like,
Don't
goblins
come a
climbing in and
knocking.
out. So like there's a lot of goblins up there. That's all you know, but you can't see them really, not very well.
Okay. All right. How many goblins are around me?
Around you, like a lot. Like I'd say maybe about 10 of the original, what was it, 47 are dead on the ground. You saw some get crushed by some fire elementals, and you saw some get destroyed by a thunder wave. So there's got to be like 27 goblins running around all around you.
Okay. Okay. So
4 of them have swords pointed at you and are right next to you, and the hobgoblins right next to you as well.
okay.
Attack.
Okay. Then can I use Word of Radiance? So each
Uh-huh.
creature within 5 feet has to make a Constitution saving throw. If they
You sure
fail,
can.
they take 1d6 radiant damage.
You sure can. All right.
It's a DC 13.
13. All right. So we'll start with the hobgoblin. The hobgoblin passes. The goblins are just gonna roll him as 1. You said 13.
Yes.
They also pass.
Okay. Then against the hobgoblin, can I use my spiritual weapon attack with my bonus action?
The spiritual weapon is it not up on the ship?
I was trying to run with it over to my friends. And
Okay.
had to attack a goblin on the way, as well as
Okay. So you
attacking
had it
goblin.
coming towards you while you ran towards it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What's spiritual weapons movement? Is it 30 feet?
It's I think it's 20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet.
Yeah, I'll say you can probably get it up and attack him. Yeah.
Okay.
So you roll your attack.
14.
That is a miss.
All right.
Excuse me.
All good. All right. Well, I'm gonna hold up my shield and bang my warhammer on it. Like, attack me, motherfuckers, because I haven't been hit yet. And my other
Okay.
friends have.
Yeah.
All right. I'm done.
All right. It is now the fire elemental's turn, and it's gonna turn towards y'all and all the fighting. And it's going to start to slowly make its way towards y'all. It's going to move about 10 feet closer. So it's, did I say it was 15 feet from y'all?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Maps sometimes are good. It's going to move, we're going to say it moves into 10 feet from you. And 2 goblins that get close to it just combust as they get close to it. Didn't even stand a chance. They just died.
Ew, they got sticky white stuff all over the place.
So it's about 10 feet from y'all, and you just saw goblins instantly die.
All right. All
Wow.
right.
All right, Saltwind, it's your turn.
Who'd you say?
Saltwind.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I think you're saying Surge, and it's like, what?
Well, I can't call you Mako because then I say Mako, and then I go Mako, 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 and then everyone laughs
I
at
mean,
me. So
either of them are fine. I don't really care. I'm gonna hit you with, or I'm gonna hit the bugbear.
Yeah.
If he's still up with,
he is still up.
Old...
He's not very. He didn't look very good. He's bleeding a lot. He's missing an arm, but
Alright.
he's still up.
Well, I
Finish
miss
him.
against both of my attacks. So, end of my turn, I guess.
You missed both of your attacks. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean they're both 9s.
Okay.
I assume that those are both
Yeah,
misses.
those are both misses. All right, it's the Hobgoblin's turn, and he's gonna take Surge up on his offer, and he's gonna swing down his sword in a last ditch effort to try to take him out. Rolled up. He misses. He hits the shield, and he just bangs against your shield with his sword like 3 or 4 times, but he can't get through it.
Yeah, what's up, bitch?
So the 4 goblins are going to throw 2 attacks at each of y'all.
All right.
So, all right. The first 2 will go against Surge.
right.
So 20 hits, I'm assuming, right?
20 hits, yeah. And the one that hits me with that one, I want to use my reaction for Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
They have
So
to make a dex saving throw or take 6 lightning damage.
Okay. Well, he's gonna roll damage for that attack. You take 2 damage, and then he rolls a what?
Dexterity saving throw, DC 13. On a failure, he takes 6. On a success, he takes 3.
What type of damage is this?
Lightning.
Lightning. So when he strikes down, he gives you a decent cut on your thigh, but radiating out of your cut, lightning strikes him and electrocutes him, making him convulse, fly back 5 feet, and fall down to the ground dead. All right.
Yes, the power of the gods. Stand back and witness our glory.
All right. And they're all so startled by all this talk of gods and the erupting volcano and their leaders panicking and trying to leave them that one of the other twos just drops his sword after seeing this and tries to run away.
You finally start to understand.
The other one attacks Saltwind.
How much?
Yeah, he hits. You take 4 damage. All right.
Okay.
Y'all don't want to move on your turn or anything?
I mean, I can't. I got the bugbear right next to me, don't I?
Bugbear and now 1 goblin. No, 2.
Double.
2 goblins. Yeah, 2 goblins.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So that was shit. Whose turn was that? That was the goblin's turn, right?
I think so.
All right. And as it keeps escalating, you hear another boom happen up in the sky, and lava you see is pouring out of the thing, and it's spurting out of the top. More flying balls of fire flying out of it, and then starting to rain down more than you can count. All right, Typhoon, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm up on the ship surrounded by panicking.
Yes, and there's like 10 of them trying to set sail. One of them's pulling up, or 2 of them pulling up the anchors. A couple of them are hoisting sails, and you can tell that based on where you're at. Actually, roll me an insight check with advantage.
Oof.
Okay, so that's an 11. That's good enough. You can tell that in the next that this ship's gonna start moving in the next 6 seconds. So at the end of this turn, this ship's probably about to start moving. They almost got the anchor up, and the sails are starting to unfurl.
All right, I want to yell back at Surge Saltwind as loudly as possible.
Okay.
And okay, I want to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
So I want to make an image of myself.
Okay.
I just want to make myself larger as
Okay.
possible.
Okay.
and I want to like rally the goblins until or whatever they are, goblins. Anyway,
Yeah, they're gone.
I want to rally them and like, you know, tell them I'm their god. We need to wait for surge and saltwater.
Okay.
Saltwind.
Okay. Roll a intimidation check. It works, and the two the ones that I'm fulling the sails try to stop the sails, but it's too late. They're already halfway down. But the two holding the anchor, they just drop that anchor back down. You think you've bought yourself at least another turn before this ship starts to move, or when it starts moving, it's going to be moving really slowly because the anchor's down.
Yeah, I want to tell them, you know, be ready to go as soon as they're on the.
Okay. So you slow down the ship. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to use? That would have been your action.
No, that's it.
Okay. It is now Smoko's turn. And he just lets go of the dagger and he just opens the door and dashes down below deck.
So you got down there.
Oh yeah. Would you like to use your reaction to attack him?
I would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a weapon attack.
Do another shocking.
Jesus Christ. All right, yeah, roll damage.
Damage didn't come out very well.
But as he turns to run from you, you grab him with one of your hands and start shocking him by the wrist, and he electrocutes. He trips and starts to fall down the stairs as he's trying to get under the deck.
Huh.
All right, let me see here. He's fucked up. Actually, you know, he's so fucking close. We're just gonna say he falls down the stairs and hits his head, and he's dead. He's not moving down there.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right. Let's see. It is now Surge's turn.
All right. I saw the illusion and heard her scream out, right?
Yes.
All right. I want to disengage.
Okay.
Use my bonus action to attack the hobgoblin.
Okay.
With where is it? Spiritual weapon. That's probably enough.
Yeah.
But I want to run onto the boat if I can. I've got 30 feet of movement.
All right, you get right to the edge of the boat, like you're on the edge of the boat, like top of the plank. Okay.
All right, I want to turn and I'm like holding out my hand for my boy, Mako.
Okay. It is now the fire elemental's turn. It's slowly getting closer, and as it gets closer, the two goblins that are next to you, Saltwind, just burst into flames. Fall dead.
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting real hot, and you can feel that if you're any closer to this, like even just a few more inches, there's a good chance you might burst into flames too.
I want to take off all my clothes.
Okay, anyway, all right, Saltwind, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I will try to grab Surge's hand.
Okay, so you're gonna run up and grab Surge's hand.
Yeah, try to anyways.
All right. Yeah, the two goblins are dead, so you're good to go. Yeah, you run up, you grab Surge's hand. Roll me a wait, which one is it? I want to make sure I say the right one. Yeah, an athletics check, Surge.
Okay, nice. I got +5 on that. Please serve me well. Ooh.
Yeah, that's good enough. You pull him on board. You get to the edge of the boat, and now you are all on board. The hobgoblin is now the hobgoblin's. Oh wait, the hobgoblin was next to you. I'm sorry. He's gonna take a reaction attack against you. He didn't die. I'm so sorry.
Do I have to use all my movement, or can I use one for disengage? Or use my action?
Yeah, you didn't use your action, so you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Never mind. All right, so he wasn't able to attack you, but he's going to turn around. He's going to follow after you, and he's right on your heels. And when he catches up to you as you're getting pulled up, he's going to make a swing and attack with his longsword on you. He actually, when he goes to swing his sword at you, he misses, trips, kicks the board out from under himself right as you're pulled on board, and then falls into the water.
Fool. Attacking the gods. What a fool.
And he's
Of course,
drowning
we
down
forced
there.
him to take him.
All right, it's the goblins' turn, and all these goblins are frantically trying to set sail on the ship, and they start pulling up the anchor again, and you start to slowly move away from the island. And at this point, another fireball comes barreling down and hits right in the center of the deck of the ship, killing 5 of these goblins that are trying to set sail. Luckily, the sails are unfurled and the 2 goblins that are pulling up the anchor weren't close enough to take any damage. But now there's a fire elemental right in the middle of the ship.
All right.
Typhoon, it's your turn.
All right, I want to cast Warding Wind.
I will say, you will I would say your passive insight, I'm sure, is high enough that if you get close to this thing, you're going to take a lot of damage. So be careful.
Okay.
Because you saw goblins instantly dying to it, just getting close to it. Given they're not very strong, but still. All right. What were you going to do?
I want to cast Warding Wind and, I don't know, blow him out.
Okay. Let's can you link that? I'm not sure what Warding Wind does.
Oh, how do I?
I can look it up if you can't link it. Warding Wind IB. All right. Strong wind. What was it? Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's a concentration, and you're pushing at 20 miles per hour against this thing. All right, cool.
Yes.
He didn't take any damage from it, though, so he's just being... You're blowing a heavy wind against him.
So he doesn't damage anything.
Got it. So
I'm going to hold it while they attack.
Okay, so you're kind of trying to push him off the boat with it, perhaps. Maybe just hold him in place, that kind of thing. Keep him away from you.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
The goal is to get him off the boat.
All right, cool. Oh, shit. Drop the dice. It is Serge, it's your turn.
All right. Do these things speak primordial?
That's a great question. Let me look. No, not according to what I see here.
Damn. Okay, gotcha.
Sorry.
Oh well, I was gonna try and intimidate it in its own language, but all right. Well, after seeing what it did to those goblins, I don't want to get close to it. So how close am I to it?
The deck's pretty big, so we'll say it's in the center of it. It's 5 feet, taking up a 5 feet cube, and you're on the edge of it, so it's about 20 feet radius. So
Okay.
15 feet from it.
Okay. Am I able to use shape water to take some of the water from the ocean and stream it into him?
Yeah, if you've got a spell slot still to use on it, yeah.
It's a cantrip.
It's control water, a cantrip. Holy shit.
No, shape water is a cantrip. Control water is a spell, but shape water.
Oh, okay. How does shape water work?
You can choose an area of water you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube. You can manipulate in one of the following ways. And the one I'm doing is it's only 5 feet in any direction. Okay, so I can only move it 5 feet.
Okay, so yeah, because the water's down there. It's probably 10 feet
Yeah,
over.
probably, yeah. Well, then in that case, I want to use Sacred Flame, which does radiant damage, not fire. I'm not trying to heal this thing.
Okay, sounds good.
And he needs to make it's a 60-foot range.
Okay.
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
Okay.
And it's
He-
1d8 radiant.
He fails, so he takes whatever you're rolling.
3 radiant damage.
All right, 3 radiant damage.
And I left my spiritual weapon behind. I did not have the movement to make it, so I guess I don't have that. So I'm gonna get away from the edge, and I'm good. I'm done.
Alrighty. It is now the fire elemental's turn, and it takes this little bit of damage, and this gust of wind is blowing the flames closer towards the edge, but it doesn't look like the creature is really budging. But it also doesn't look like it moves at all either. All right. Saltwind, it's your turn.
All right. I guess I will try to attack the primordial or the elemental, yeah. With an old sword attack.
So you would know the same thing that Typhoon knows, that if you get close to this, you can infer based on the way all the goblins are combusting that you're probably going to take a lot of damage.
All right. Well, I just stand back and say, "You guys got it," and play a little tune on my thing, because I can't. Everything I do is close range, so
You don't have any range attacks at all.
Are there buckets nearby that he can use? Can he haul up a bucket full of water to use next turn to throw on it or something?
I can hit him with a cloud of daggers around him, but that's about it.
I mean,
that burns effective. My last spell slot.
Right,
that sounds like the last fight. So,
yeah. So you want to use cloud of daggers?
Do it.
Sure. 4d4 slashing damage.
All right, and there's no saving
at the beginning of their turn.
You thought you had nothing. You got 44.
Well, it's at the start of their turn
Next
too,
turn.
so
Yeah.
he can move out of it.
Go ahead and roll the damage. Go ahead, and roll the damage. So we don't forget this time.
I feel like this is what we did last time and we forgot.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. All right, 5 damage.
Jesus,
all ones and then a 2. So big damage here. Big damage.
All right.
Doing things, going places. Our boat is not going to get burned down, and we're not going to be stranded in the ocean again.
All right, it's the goblins' turn, and the goblins hoisting the anchor finish pulling the anchor up, and there's 2 more goblins that didn't get instantly incinerated by this thing, and they pick up. One of them picks up a dagger and throws it at the elemental, and the other one takes a spear and chunks it at it. This, and one of them hits. And you see a spear stick into the elemental, and it kind of rears a little bit, and then the spear ignites and bursts into flames. All right, Typhoon, it's your turn. Would you like to do? You are concentrating on this heavy wind, but you can do something else at the same time if you like.
Can I cast levitate on him? And I want to levitate him and then have my wind push him off the edge of the boat.
So those are both, I believe they're both concentration spells, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think so.
Oh.
Let me make sure, but I don't think you can. But I don't think you can cast a spell on something while you're concentrating on another spell anyway. Yeah, they're both concentration, so no, you cannot do both.
How's he looking?
You can't really tell. You know, the spears seem to be effective, and the wind is blowing some flames off the boat, but he hasn't moved, yet.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop with the gust then, and I'm going to cast levitate on him.
All right. He starts floating 5 feet in the air.
And I will continue to hold that so everybody else can attack.
All right, sounds good. You want to do anything else before I go to Surge?
No, that's it.
Okay. So Surge, your turn. Take it away. You got this minor fire elemental floating 5 feet above your boat. What are
All
you going
right.
to do?
So I saw Typhoon levitate it, right? It's like
Yes.
in the wind and levitate it up into the air.
Yes.
All right. Would after seeing objects like daggers and spears interact with it, would I think that this thing is like physical? Like, could
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
Okay.
You know that that spear it looked like it hurt it.
Okay. Okay. Uh, how far away from the edge is this thing?
A 20-foot radius. It's in the dead center, so 20 feet from the edge.
20 feet from the edge. Okay. Uh, rope is just gonna burn away. I'm trying to figure out ways of like getting this thing off of the edge. Shoving it. It's only 5 feet.
I will say the spear is still in it. It did catch fire, but the spear didn't instantly get incinerated. It's just
Oh, okay. Okay.
on fire.
Okay. Can I run up to it, grab the spear, and try and like push it, keeping it away with the
Uh,
spear?
the whole spear's on fire, so you can try, but you probably would know that you might take a little bit of damage from
Okay, that's fine.
holding a
That's
on
fine.
fire spear. You
Yeah.
want to try it?
I mean, it's worth getting this thing off the boat. Take a little fire damage.
All right, all right. So run up, and you're gonna try to push it.
Yeah, I guess it would be like a shove action.
Yeah, take a shove action. I don't think you have to roll for that.
Strength or dexterity. The target
Yeah.
must make a strength or dexterity saving throw. DC equals 8 plus proficiency of 10 plus 3, so 13. DC 13.
Okay. It fails.
All right. Yeah. So I push it 5 feet away,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
You
just stay holding on to this
okay?
engulfed spear.
Okay. You're gonna take after grabbing the spear that's on fire. You're gonna take 1 fire damage,
Okay. All right.
and you're holding on to that spear. You're gonna keep trying to shove him off the boat.
Yeah. Just keep trying to push him off.
Okay. It is now the fire elemental's turn. You are, we'll say, you're 10 feet away. It can't really move towards you. But it's gonna try to swing at you, but it can't quite reach. So it's gonna swipe at you, and the fire gets close to you, but it's not enough to combust you.
Okay. Okay.
When it gets closer to you and you feel the intense heat, some of the fire does hit you coming off of it, and you're gonna take 4 more fire damage.
Oh, guys, I'm smelling burnt hair.
All right, Saltwind, it's your turn.
All right, I'm just going to sit back and watch the party do stuff.
What?
Okay, so
What?
you want to
You
do
want
nothing?
to push me even farther or something?
Wait, what are you doing?
He's holding onto a flaming spear embedded into its chest, and he's trying to push it off the boat because it's floating in the air.
Sacrifice yourself. Push him.
Sacrifice
safely 20 feet away, help making it levitate.
for the gods.
What would you like to do?
Oh man, this just sounds bad. I guess I will try to help him push it off the boat.
All right, run up and you're gonna grab the flaming spear and go for a shove action.
Sure, yeah.
Is it always 13 or is it different because his dex is
That
different?
was mine. It's DC equals 8 plus proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so what is it?
12 for me?
All right. He passes. So he's able to kind of keep you from getting to a handle, excuse me, on that spear. He's kind of wiggling around. So you
All
were
right,
able
but now there's 2 of us holding on to this thing, pushing this thing off.
Yeah. You're gonna take. There it is. You're gonna take 2 fire damage. Saltwind.
All right. I am getting close to being downed.
the goblins, they see y'all and your ability to you're enduring, and they think, well, we better throw our hat in. They're our only chance of surviving, so we better go on their side. So they grab 2 more spears and they run in and they stab it right, and they're gonna try
Yeah.
to do the same.
New disciples.
All right, let's see. They're both gonna roll an attack. The first one, we'll say the spear sticks in, but it didn't look like it did anything. And the second one, same thing. So they both stick a spear in it, but it didn't recoil like it did when that first one threw a spear into it. All right. Typhoon, it's your turn again.
I am going to continue to concentrate on levitate.
Probably wise. Would you like to do anything else while you're concentrating on that?
I want to say some nice words to everybody to get the morale up.
You got it, guys.
We can
Cheer.
do this. Yeah.
Woo! She pops open a pint, just sitting on the thing, just looking at him, pointing at it, levitating it, drinking.
You can do it.
You got this.
All right.
There
The way I-
is an action in combat called influence. I don't know if that would be an influence.
What does that do?
When with the influence action, you urge a monster to do something, describe or roleplay how you're communicating with the monster. If they're willing. So I mean, okay, that's it's like just trying to make a skill check, basically. Never mind. They added a bunch of new actions with the new 2024 handbook, and
Would it be basically the help action, but for doing it with an NPC?
basically, yeah.
Perfect. You're giving advantage to the goblins. Perfect. Let's do it. All right. The goblins feel inspired. Their new deity is encouraging them to take out this this elemental. All right. Surge, it's your turn. Going for another shove.
Yep, I'm going for it.
All
So
right.
another,
Roll. I don't know.
another
I'm rolling,
13.
aren't I?
Yeah, another 13 strength or dexterity saving throw.
He fails. You're pushing as hard as you can, and you're struggling.
I'm on back. Oh, let's do it. Another 5 feet.
That's 10 feet from the edge. 10 feet from the edge. Anyway, would you like to do anything else while you're doing this?
I don't have anything else, so no.
Nothing else. All right, and you take 1 more fire damage. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you're gonna be able to take all this heat. You're real close, and the spear is starting to crackle. The fire elemental starts convulsing and flailing about, swinging its arm at both of y'all. Does a 16 hit either of y'all? Swinging at both of you.
Not me.
Nope.
Okay, so it doesn't hit either of y'all. The heat, it just wasn't quite enough to penetrate y'all's armor or your shell. When it swings at you. Saltwinds, your turn.
All right. I'll try to push him off again.
All right, and that's a it's a 12 for you. What's your strength modifier?
+1.
Oh yeah, I keep feeling like you're a fighter, but you're not. That's right.
Yep. Nah.
Yeah, he succeeds. So he wiggles his way out of you being able to push you're slipping back. The 2 goblins go to do the same. The first one gives a big heave and isn't quite able to push it any further. And the last one, oh wait, they have advantage, don't they? The first one still fails, but the second one's able to start pushing it. And he's here speaking to the other one in some sort of goblin. You can hear the strain in his voice as he's struggling so hard. You move him 5 feet closer to the edge. Typhoon, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna, do the same thing I did last round.
Do the same thing. All right, you're encouraging. How are you encouraging these goblins to keep doing their best?
I want to tell them I have lots of,
You tell them they
and
have-
I will give them money. There's no motivator better than money.
all right, all right. They see a twinkle in their eye. They're like, money. If I just survive, I'll have money. All right, Serge, it's your turn.
All right, to try and ensure that this
Mm-hmm.
next push succeeds, I want to use my action for the help action
Okay.
for Mako's turn, and I want to just hold on to help Mako push as he goes for his shove action.
All right. Cool. So you're gonna assist Mako in whatever he's doing. Mako,
Yeah.
what would you like to do? Oh wait, no, it's the fire elemental's turn. Sorry. He's gonna swing at y'all again, one more time, one last ditch effort to try to knock you two on your asses. He doesn't hit either, y'all. He starts flailing even more viciously, like almost like he knows what's about to happen. He's scared of that edge. All right, Saltwind, what are you doing?
I guess I'll try to push him off again.
All right. So, we'll just say it's gonna be more difficult for him to do it. Oh, okay. Okay, so almost like you feel like it give you and both of y'all and both the goblins feel the ease as he stops flailing, and it's almost like he just gave up. How do y'all want to do this?
All right, Mako, what do you think? Just shove these spears farther into it and then kick them to kick them into the ocean.
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. So y'all dig in deep, twist the spears almost like you're getting more leverage on it, and both rear back and kick the spear just right, and he flies in the ocean 15 feet, hits the water, and all you hear is and steam billows up at a rapid amount, just like a geyser would. Y'all have defeated the fire elemental.
Oh,
Yay!
is the boat on fire?
There's some embers here and there, but it's not too bad. The two goblins run over and start patting them out.
Okay. I'm looking at my hands are all burnt up. I'm like,
Yeah, they're super burnt up.
we
Like,
fucking got out, guys.
you're probably gonna have some scarring from that.
And I guess I screamed that because I probably still have booming voice going on. We're all right, guys.
All right. So y'all are on the boat. It's not in the best condition, but it's saleable. And we're just gonna say the rest of the party and people made it to the boat too, since they're not here. Y'all did it. Y'all made it off the islands. Congratulations.
Yay!
Awesome.
Yay.
Made it. Hopefully these goblins are, friendly.
Y'all been through some shit, and this boat is it's a bigger boat than the one y'all came on, so you're gonna need the help of those goblins to sail it.
Yeah.
Plus, they know all the
Yeah.
ins and outs. All right, so we'll say a couple days pass as you're sailing on the high seas, and y'all have explored the boat. So you have everybody gets the 500 gold that you got off of the ferry, and there's a treasure trove of gold and treasures, jewels and whatnot, worth about, we'll say, about 5,000 gold. That's in the bottom, in the hull of this ship. Just various treasures. So y'all fucking loaded.
Hell yeah.
And yeah,
Nice.
what would you all like to be the conclusion? Like, what are you all doing after this mission? Are y'all deciding to turn in the relics? Are you gonna keep them? What are y'all doing? How does your character run off to the sunset?
Sounds like we got a new pirate ship and a whole new crew.
You do. You got a whole new pirate ship. You got 2 new goblin crew members, if you like.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Some
down for
Gobbo
the-
friends.
All right, we're gonna name one of their names. Turns out, is Grinko, which I totally didn't steal from Magic, and or it might be Grinko actually. I'm not sure, but and and the other one's Baller.
Baller.
Bawler. Baller.
Oh, so like crying.
Um,
He's a crier.
So, yeah, he's a crier. So so you got Grinko and Baller. They're your 2 new crewmates. If y'all decide to just continue being pirates after this, I think Serge, you said you were gonna run off the sunset and start an orphanage.
That's right.
Okay. You start an orphanage and live out your days taking care of parentless children.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What about you, Typhoon? What is it that you want to do with your share of the money?
I am going to give the goblin 2 gold apiece
Okay.
and continue on the ship.
Okay.
It's the pirate life type.
All right. Cool. So you're gonna stay on the ship with Azure Bones and Scruffy and Skipper and
Yeah.
there's another one. Hold on. What's his name? In a second. Where'd he go? And Henry.
My boys.
Okay. What about Saltwind? You gonna stay on the boat with your homies? You gonna ride off to the sunset? What you doing?
Yeah, no. Pirating it up.
Okay. So after this last mission, Scruffy, Captain Scruffy is he's gonna retire. He said he's had enough of this life, and and since this isn't his boat anyway, he's gonna leave it up to Saltwind, since he's the person with the most seniority. So Saltwind, this is gonna be your pirate crew from now on. You're the captain.
All right, cool. I was gonna say we'd put it up to vote who's the captain, but
And
I'll take it.
And Azure Bones, he's seen enough. After when Scruffy retires, he's gonna retire too. So as long as Typhoon's cool with it, Typhoon will be the first mate. Or you guys can be co-captains if you want, if that makes you guys happy. Doesn't hurt my feelings. It's y'all's characters.
He'll be the right hand man.
Okay, so yeah, so
I
you'll
want
be
a
the
cool
first
little
mate.
pin the dude gets in Game of Thrones.
Mm.
I just don't want to have a grim fate.
You don't want to die like all the hands die in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And y'all can name the boat if you want. It's your new pirate ship, though.
Saltwind has a good name to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is the captain.
He is the captain.
Easy choice.
All right. Saltwind. Saltwind's the name of the boat. Saltwind's the name of the captain. Sounds good to me.
Saltwind.
Could do the walrus. Take it from Treasure Island or whatever.
You can if you want. It's up to you. And next time we're all in the chat together, we can have a little addendum, like what did Thundercat do? What did Cot do? Since they're not here to be part of the ending, even though they are here.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, see what little bits they'd add.
Yeah.
Well, they missed the best part, a volcano erupting and a goblin fight. So.
Was that your favorite part?
Yeah, that was the best part. Yeah.
I'm glad we
That
didn't have to fight too many of those.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I wanted there to be like a erupting volcano, because I mean, like I had it in the back of my mind when I set up the whole island, but I didn't have it planned until before this session, for there to be an escape sequence, because I wasn't sure how long you all wanted to play it. So, yeah, I'd say about 20% of what just happened was planned.
Okay. Nice.
The eruption, the fire elementals, and then the fire elemental ending up on the boat with y'all being the final boss were all planned. Everything else was kind of ad-lib. But yeah, I feel like y'all did kind of streamline it for me a little bit with your intimidation checks. They're all like, "Fuck this, we're going to the boat." I really didn't know how y'all were gonna get to the boat. I thought you guys were gonna try to sneak onto it. But yeah, all right. Yeah, y'all accomplished all your goals. The only thing you didn't find out any secret what happened to the past crewmates. But I'll just say who I had planned. You know the little note you found about Isabel and Isaac? Those were his past crewmates.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So
Gotcha.
one of them died on the island, while the other one, I don't know, they may still be alive. They left the island to try to find help. So you don't know what happened to the other one. So Isaac was dead on the island, and Isabel is missing in action.
Ah, well, sorry, Isabel.
Yeah. But
That
but
was fun. I enjoyed that.
yeah, it was a fun little campaign.
All right.
Lasted definitely longer than I thought it would.
As they all do,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say it's
Typical.
how
Yeah.
it seems like every time. It's like, oh, this will only be a few sessions, and it's like, oh, it's double what I thought.
Yeah, I thought it would be 2. I think it ended up as 5.
Yeah, this is the 5th one.
Yeah.
So yeah, about twice as long plus what we added for this last one. So that's about on track.
Well, yeah, thanks for running that, man. That was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it was fun.
Yeah.
Got to use a few ideas I've had in the back of my head for a really long time. Like did y'all attack the fairy with non-magical attacks at all?
I did.
Oh yeah, because you did miss through it with a couple of attacks. Yeah, I was like, I'm not even sure if they knew that it was immune to non-magical attacks. It was like the main gimmick. Of the fight.
Yeah. We did know that because
Mhm.
I think Daniel was like, "Well, I don't think I'm useful."
Yeah.
I mean, you had a magic weapon. So you
Yeah.
were still useful.
True.
But no, Cot was the one that I don't think.
Yeah, he was the one that wasn't able to do damage.
I was trying to tell him when you were fighting the specters because they weren't very strong. I was like, you have you have an elemental way of doing damage. I was like, try to just hit him with your torch.
Yeah.
I was trying it so hard to hint at it, but it is what it is.
But
Got to play Tempest Cleric. That is one of my favorite classes. Cool.
Tempest clerics are pretty fucking cool. Just like
They are, yeah.
they can do some crazy shit, dude.
Yeah.
They can do some crazy shit.
I mean, I only lost 8 hit points in that fight. Total.
I rolled very low on all the damage rolls
Oh,
against you.
really? Yeah,
I
I
rolled-
saw like one, like, okay, and Daniel hits it or touches it, it does 2 damage. Like, oh, okay, it's not just 1 damage. I'm just
No.
like getting the lowest roll possible. Okay.
Yeah, you just got the lowest roll possible like 3 times. I was like, okay, well, I mean, that's how it goes, I guess. Yeah, if you had gotten closer to it, within 5 feet of it, it was gonna do like because I was going by the sheet that I was reading. It was like enough to insta kill you. It was like 8d, like no, it was 5d8 or something like that.
Ah, damn.
D8, yeah. I was like, so that was like.
that's why I was not getting near that damn thing.
Yeah. It didn't have that much health though, so I mean, you guys could have attacked it down with like throwing weapons and stuff, probably.
I did not know. All I had was Word of Radiance.
Yeah.
And Sacred Flame, which are not very damaging spells.
No. It only had 39 hit points, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so you did about almost a third of its health. A little bit more than a third of its health, actually. But I thought pushing it overboard was cooler anyway. So.
Yeah.
All right. So whose campaign we doing next and when?
I don't know, I think both Daniel and I have campaigns ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the majority of one down. I think the only thing I need to do is go through and take pictures of all the shit I built in Telspire because I don't think David wants to use it. So
it is fairly clunky. I'm sorry to say.
yeah, you get used to it over time. I mean, I've put like
Yeah,
a few hundred hours into it, so for me, it's not too bad. But if you've just started using it, yeah, it's not as intuitive.
And I haven't used it since I was using that laptop, so it'd probably work a lot better for me than it was because it was rough on that laptop. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's that, and then you're talking about alt tabbing, which they've added in a web view inside the game, so now you can have like D&D Beyond pulled up while the game's launch, so you don't have to constantly go back and forth.
Yeah, it probably would work better for me now, but whichever way we decide to do it,
I'll probably just go in. They have a top-down view. I'm thinking about just taking pictures of all the shit I built, so all the rooms and stuff in the city.
Yeah, And you can
Oh, that's cool.
and you can obviously like you can have the 3D. You can take screenshots of the 3D one and like have it next to the map. That way, we're still utilizing it in a way. We can get an idea of it.
Yeah, I was thinking about just streaming it and just me being the one that deals with all the bullshit as well, like moving around and stuff. Just move around like one token because I'm thinking, in the city, y'all not going to really worry about it too much. It's going to be mostly theater of the mind. The idea of the map is just to give you an idea of like kind of what it looks like and a general sense of the area.
Yeah. I will say, theater of the mind is good, but I think for combat, map is.
Oh yeah, map.
Because it's like fuck, me trying to keep a track of like all of y'all's positions and be like, oh, you're 15 feet away, and trying to remember that without a map is kind of difficult.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I
can
said
imagine.
the whole like, yeah, if we're gonna do at least for combat, let's have maps. I'm fine theater of the mind for the rest. It's just like like. I do like basic maps for cities and stuff to get a general idea what the city looks like. But even that, it's like, you can just explain it. I'm sure, it's like, oh, we're walking to a shop. Cool, let's walk to the shop. And
yeah, you can just the way I always did it in person is we had one of those what's the material called, like one of those roll up grids and we would literally like take dry erase marker and draw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We used to use one of those a long time ago too.
Yeah, that's what we always did when I played a lot in person when I was like 18, 19. And I was running those campaigns. If it was like, okay, you're in town, they'd be like, okay, well, what shops are available? These are the shops. Then they'd go in, and then I'd describe what was in it. It's like, oh, you have skulls hanging from the ceiling with glowing eyes. That kind of just flavory stuff. Because you don't need a map for a, tiny little shop that you go in to buy a magic item from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not necessary.
So I think everything has its place. It's just entirely theater of the mind is a little tough.
Yeah. Well, for mine, like the thing that I'm working on now, like I've got all of the first section of the game's maps put down. I've got the settlement ready, and like the town building stuff ready. I'm just doing quality of life stuff for you guys, like on all of the runes right now. I'm putting a note on the spreadsheet. Like when you scroll over it, it tells you exactly what it does. And if you click on it, it brings you to the page on D&D Beyond that tells you exactly what it does, like to the D&D page of the item. But everything else is ready whenever.
Yeah, we can talk about
Nice.
dates. I think David is going to be working weekends, so it looks like it's going to be probably a Tuesday is what it's seeming like based on what I've gathered from most people's schedules over the last few months of us trying to put things together.
Yeah.
But
well, my I do close sometimes on Tuesdays, but my schedule changes every week, so
yeah.
play it by
We
ear.
had like a set day. Is there any way you could be like, hey, can I have this one day off during the week?
Fortunately, no.
It's always
Not
crazy
my
that jobs do that shit. It's like, no, you can't have a set day off one day of the week. It's like 6 other days that I could be there, but
it's because of my position.
Yeah, but even a management position, you think still like it's like it'd be even easier.
Usually have Saturdays off, and I quite frequently have Thursdays off. But the problem is I can't guarantee it every week.
Yeah, just because somebody calls out, you have to fucking fill in their shift.
Exactly.
If you can't find anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So I do have days of the week that I normally have off. It's just I could have somebody. I mean, we're losing a guy right now. He's going to Costco because they pay better and all that good stuff. So I really don't know what's gonna happen after that. We're gonna have to hire somebody and train them up. So shit's gonna be crazy.
Publix paid pretty well.
Publix has a lot of good benefits.
Hold on one second. Hey folks, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. I'll post probably on Twitch when we're doing the next session. and whatnots. Thanks everybody for joining. Hope y'all enjoyed the little one shot. We'll see you next time.